What's up?
What's up?
I'm cool. How are you?
I'm great. Super happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you for inviting me.
Of course. And of course, man, Mose has been one person who has actually really helped me make this happen, make this connection happen. So shout out to you, DJ Mose.
Namesake.
You did. Well, without even wasting any further time, we are here on Energy Law School, where we love to highlight our icons from the past who have literally developed and built the industry to what it is right now, contributed so much to what it is right now.
Yes.
So, who were your inspirations that helped you get into music when you were starting?
When I was young, I used to, at that time there was too much reggae music, dancehall music, so I was inspired by a very roughneck from Jamaica. That's Buju Banton. Yes, it was amazing. I just found it kind of, abnormal. How does a person sound?
Right?
Yeah, but naturally I had a talent of music because I did my traditional, choir singing in schools all throughout. Though, before that time of the Bujus, I never thought I would choose music.
Really?
Yeah.
So what path did you envision yourself choosing if it wasn't for music?
It was more educational because I come from, a background, a family that, believes in a lot of education,
Yeah.
So until when things started, unveiling, and I had a liberal mother. I grew up with a single mother. So she was liberal, so she was very encouraging. As long as I stayed, a good boy. Yeah, so she swore to support me.
Shout out to mom for that. Honestly, I really didn't. Would we have had a Bebe Cool if it wasn't for mom? But actually, it's great to see that you've actually talked about your inspiration from Buju Banton, because Mose was telling us when you started, your name was Bebe Banton.
Yes, my name was Bebe Banton.
Super epic. Yes. Anyways. How did you get into making music, and how did the Ogopa DJs have an influence on you when you were starting out?
Yeah, when I finished, I did music in schools throughout my secondary. Yeah. I became more, attached to music, and I affirmed myself to be an artist from senior 1. So I took on the career all the way till senior 6, performing in schools, big concerts when big stars come in. Of course, those were Jamaicans most of the time. And when I got done with my senior 6, I chose to go to Nairobi. There was a big concert in Uganda for Red Rat and Goofy. It was organized by Sylvia Wari. Wow. So I performed, and after performing, Red Rat gave me a CD of his 11 instrumentals. Those days we used to do covers, same song, but you gotta sing like that artist, you gotta cover it. So I got it, and I at that same concert had Richard Kawesa. He was Ugandan, but he was based in Nairobi, and it also had Kenyan Hardstone, the top dancehall guy from Nairobi at that time. Actually, he was a top dancehall African artist. So they performed, and then I was so shocked the way they were doing things. And then I talked to them backstage. Hardstone was very good. Kawesa was good. They told me, you go to Nairobi. So within a month, I got onto the bus and went to Nairobi. And I started my journey in Nairobi, courtesy, hustling. I remember I had some nights, some weeks, about 3 to 4 weeks, sleeping on the streets because the little money I had was done. But I walked around the whole Nairobi looking for a studio. Then I got one gentleman who was good. Whoa. He had a studio, but he was an old guy. So he was like, come in, show me what you can do. I gave him the CD. I went in the booth and I sang 11 instrumentals non-stop, and this guy was like, you're amazing, where are you coming from? I'm like, I'm from Uganda, and all I need is to be given a chance. Exactly. Wow. So he gave me the studio. He told me, come back tomorrow, start working. But he was tired, he was old. So then he told me, find somebody to work with. I'll be happy. Then miracles happening, I think within the month. Then a guy came to the studio saying, hi, they told me there's a Ugandan guy here who sings. I'm a producer. My name is Lucas. I'm like, I'm the Ugandan guy. You produce? Yeah. So come, let me introduce you to my boss. So I introduced him to my boss, and then my boss is like, you guys do something and tomorrow I'll come listen. The guy did very nice stuff. So when the boss came, he's like, thank God I'm done with this thing. You guys kick off.
Yes.
So me and Lucas kicked off, and then later on after a year, that's when Lucas decided to start a company called Ogopa DJs.
All right.
Yes.
Wow. So you, not only were you, would I say, influenced and not even discovered, but you started out, basically Ogopa and Bebe Cool started out together at the same time.
Now when I started in Nairobi, that's when also Ogopa started.
Right.
Actually, he had just landed a week before he came to the studio. He had just landed from India. He was from uni.
Okay. Wow. Okay. This is just getting even more and more interesting. Before we go for a breather, I just want to, there's a lot of audience actually don't know that you and Bobi once started out Firebase together. And then eventually, you decided to go separate ways and, just try to discover your own paths.
That's true.
Why did you split from Firebase?
I think the representation, I noticed that the representation had gone wrong.
Okay.
Because despite the fact that I was coming from, hustling, I was still a kid from a good family. A family that still had, good behavior and stuff like that. We were a bit too rough. And some of our members brought about very difficult, ideas that were a bit favoring the opposite, who was Chameleone. And then also there was an issue of Firebase. We were about 7 people, and then we were fighting one guy.
Yes.
So definitely, to me, I saw that I was going to lose with these 6. Because when you're many, the favor goes to the one.
Yes.
True. So when I told the guys did not understand what I meant. So we fighting one guy kept on giving him the public sympathy. So he flew quickly.
Okay.